Last year, Russia hosted its annual military exercise titled Covax, while China and its lapdog Pakistan participated in the Strategic Command Post exercise. Russian ally India was conspicuously missing. New Delhi decided to send a signal to the world at large. India will not participate in any drill or exercise where its two main rivals are invited. Many interpreted it as signs of emerging cracks in the Indo-Russian alliance. However, this year things have turned upside down. Russia is holding its annual military exercise titled Zapad. This time, India is participating in the exercise while China stands excluded. Watch on to understand how Russia is giving a loud and clear message to the Taliban-China nexus with its latest move. Hi and welcome. This is TFI Global, the foreign affairs and geopolitical analysis arm of the TFI Media Group. I'm your host Atul Mishra, and in this video, I will tell you why Russia has included India and excluded China from its annual military exercise in a stern warning to the Taliban and Beijing. Let's begin. Russian President Vladimir Putin carries a strong man image, but notwithstanding his tough image, the former KGB spy does understand the subtle art of diplomatic soft signaling. With the Zapad military exercise, the Russian president has used the opportunity to signal that the Kremlin isn't going to support the Taliban. Rather, it is readying a strong pushback against the China-Taliban nexus. Russia holds annual strategic exercises in different parts of its territory on a rotational basis. The exercises are held between Zapad, that is west, Vostok in east, center, and Covax, that is Caucasus. Every individual exercise therefore takes place after 4 years. This time, Russia is going to hold the Zapad exercise. In an unexpected turn of events, China has chosen not to send its forces to Russia for Zapad. It may be noted that Chinese troops participated in Vostok 2018, Center 2019, and Covax 2020. Yet, Beijing has suddenly chosen against sending its forces to Russia for Zapad. Meanwhile, India has unexpectedly chosen to send a small contingent for the Zapad exercise, though the Indian forces will be using the Russian tanks and infantry vehicles while participating in the military exercise. India's participation is surprising as New Delhi doesn't have any significant interest in the venue of the exercise that focuses on Russia's western military districts and Belarus. Therefore, China's exclusion and India's inclusion in Zapad is more symbolic than strategic for Russia. Putin is signaling his desire to collaborate with anti-Taliban forces like India while sidelining the Taliban's biggest supporter, China. The West has been adamant on projecting Russian President Vladimir Putin as one of the global leaders who support the Taliban. However, Putin is repeatedly showing his aversion towards the Taliban. In fact, Russia is tacitly warning the Taliban and its supporters against any misadventures. In fact, China's exclusion from a strategic military exercise in Russia can actually be interpreted as a punishment for Xi Jinping's perceived proximity to the Taliban. Beijing believes that it can create a security threat for Central Asia, Russia, and India by empowering the Taliban. But Putin has impliedly suggested that if China joins hands with the Taliban, then other regional powers can easily get together to sideline China in Eurasia. Earlier, the Kremlin gave a cold shoulder to the Taliban by making it clear that Russia will not take any part in the inauguration of the Taliban government in Afghanistan. Meanwhile, Russia continues to refuse any possibility of recognizing a Taliban government in Afghanistan. Russian envoy to India, Nikolay Kudashev, was quoted as saying, "Recognition of government for Afghanistan is too early to say. Is any government or any governing structure officially available in Kabul now? Not yet. It is admitted by Afghans themselves. After decades of war, it hasn't come as a surprise to us." Moreover, Putin has himself signaled great aversion towards the Taliban. Addressing the 15th anniversary of BRICS virtually on Thursday, the Russian president said, "We are all for Afghans living in peace." He added, "We have to ensure non-interference into the internal matters and respect their sovereignty. The citizens of Afghanistan have fought for decades and deserve the right to define what they will look like. I'm sure that we can ensure development and coexistence while maintaining traditions." Putin's remarks were quite clearly aimed at the threats posed by the Taliban. By expressing the desire of ensuring peace in Afghanistan, respecting sovereignty, and emphasizing coexistence, Putin is making it clear that Russia won't stay quiet if Taliban gets brutally assertive in Afghanistan. Russia has already stepped up military cooperation with its Central Asian allies like Tajikistan and Uzbekistan, who face a very real danger of infiltration by Taliban fighters and mujahideens from neighboring Afghanistan. Now, Moscow is also collaborating closely with a significant military power like India in a clear pushback against the China-Taliban nexus.